All right, guys, time has come for us to build the ultimate hog farm out here in the isolated valley. We are at a point where we have made enough money from this farm to, well, start building things to make things a lot more efficient and hopefully get us out of the bus is kind of the big thing. We managed to finish off the entire harvest of this. I think it's about an 80 to 100 acre field. For the most part, everything went swimmingly. Oh, that's what I get for watching hockey while trying to farm. And we are now on track to start making our own pig food, finally. You can see we've got 55,000 liters of pig food already being produced, and, well, quite a bit more is going to be in here and on the way. Look at those numbers climb so quickly. I love it. This is great. So our greenhouses are all good. The big guys over there on the far side included. It's time for us to start building to try to make this, well, this farm a little bit more efficient, you guys. This is ridiculous. This place is just old and dilapidated. Let's get to building. All right, so first things first, I need to build something to get us out of the bus. And I think, to be perfectly honest, you guys, this little hillside here I've been looking at this the whole time. Like, yeah, this is kind of the perfect spot up here. We can have a little spot overlooking our farm. It's kind of away from the pigsties, and it looks nice. It looks really good up here. I think this is where we're going to be building, right at the top. Let's get to building our house, shall we? Now, I don't have a ton of space up here, of course. I could make it bigger, but I really want to keep it as close to this size as possible. So I can't go with a massive farmhouse, but I'm thinking maybe one of our ranch log houses might be kind of the right one. Are these all the same? I'm pretty sure that's the 80s style. Let's see. Is this one the same? I think these ones are all pretty much the same. Yeah. So I think this feels like the right house for this farm. It's kind of like a rustic cabin of sorts, but it's got the modern amenities. Yeah, I think this is what we're going to place down. Let's see if we can find a nice place to slap this in here. Okay, that's not bad at all. Perfect. So we'll make a roadway that'll come up here and a little parking area. I might even put a garage up here, to be honest with you. But with that being built, you know what that means, right? Yeah, let's get rid of this. Is that farmhouse? Really? That's not a farmhouse. Get out of here. All right, so one of the things I'm running into a problem with real quick here, guys, of course, is bales. Look at all the bales out there. And that was really what led me to decide to build right now, is because I needed to build storage for this. So I've got to figure out how I'm going to lay this out. Now, first things first, this barn's got to come down. So that's got to be moved, and I've got to find another storage shed to be able to place more equipment. This shed is just terrible. So let's move some of this equipment out, and then I can maybe rebuild. All right, we're empty. Let's get to work and knock this thing down so I can make some space. I think I've got something I can stick into this area. Actually, you know what? We got to move all this stuff out of the way. Darn it, I forgot about that. Hang on. Stand by, please. All right. Moving all this stuff over. By the way, these 3 I bought by accident. Wasn't paying attention, and I actually bought a liquid fertilizer. I don't need that. Should probably just sell it back, maybe. Make some money back for it. Yeah, it's all good. We'll hold it for now. Maybe we'll switch up. Yeah, maybe we'll switch up at some point. Oh, and by the way, in case you didn't notice, we're planning on keeping the old original pigsty here. Obviously, the big one in behind us there, we're going to keep that guy as well. This is going to be a bit of a different build because I'm going to be trying to keep more stuff than I usually do. Usually when we build stuff, I like to kind of go from scratch. But pretty much everything you see here now is going to be staying in place. We're going to leave all this stuff. Oh, easy, Klutch, easy. Kind of missed. I kind of missed. Couldn't quite tell if we were in the right spot there. I got it. We're good. Yeah, there we go. Kinda. Maybe. It's all good. We're going to have room for these here right away. Now, that is kind of the big thing. This little spot right here, I think, is going to be my main shop building, storage, repair, all in one. That is currently my plan. I think I've got an idea of what I could place there. That crow is freaking me out. I think I've got something. Come on, get in there. There we go. I think I've got something I can stick on there right now. You know what? Let's just move this out of the way, and I think we should be good. Yeah, let's get to building. All right, so I've had a shop. It's been in my tools section forever that I've been meaning to build. I've had the blueprints for this forever, and I always forget because it's not in the shed section with the rest of the normal sheds, but it's in tools if I can find it. There she is. I've been meaning to build this shop for, like, as far as I can remember. I don't even know how long this shop's been out for. Man, I've just been meaning to build with it, and I keep on forgetting to do so, and it seems to fit perfectly right in here, I think. Really happy with the way this shed's going to look. We've got some more colors, I do believe, as well. Yeah, there's a few more shades of color we could use if we pink if your heart desires, I guess. But I think I'm going to skip on that. What? Give me a break. It clashes with my eyes, all right? Let's see if I could slap this in here. You know what? Let's see. If I line it up right in that spot right there, back up against the trees, that looks pretty good. 80 grand. That should work, I think, right about there. Let's go take a look inside this thing. Now, is it going to be enough for all of our equipment? I really don't know. I mean, it's a decent size for sure, but it's not the biggest shed out there. That's 100% certain. I always thought that there was something up on top here, but I guess no, there's not. That's just the way that sits. Perfect. Okay, this is a nice looking shop, though. I do like this. We'll be able to fit, 4 or 5 tractors in here, depending on the equipment we have. I think that's plenty of space for this farm. Of course, we've got lights as well. And you know what? We might as well open up all these doors so we can pull equipment in as we need. And so, yeah, they got 3-way doors, of course. Small one that far side. And then there's a repair bay over here as well. Perfect. Great shed. I like this. This is fantastic. So the only other big thing I want to place right away is possibly some bale storage. Now, there's some options there. I mean, we could do like some kind of a Quonset, kind of like this of sorts. I mean, there's always the high roof lofts similar to this one here. Not really what I'm looking for, I don't think, though. Ooh, there's the bigger one, of course, as well. Yeah, I still don't think we're going to be able to fit enough in here, let's be honest. What about, I mean, we could just use a simple bale storage like this. It's kind of like a silo. What else do we have? Those are square bales. That's not going to work for us, of course. You know what? Maybe we'll even do, can I do something like that and store bales in this building? I mean, that's only 20 grand versus $50,000 for the covered one. And I'm not, the only thing I don't really like about these are the graphically, it just doesn't quite reach the same standard. This one, once it starts to fill up, but it takes up so much more space. Where can I put this? I mean, logically, we want to have it close to the fields down in this corner over here. I'm not going to be putting anything down over here, so we might as well start building out onto this roadway. You can see the main farms over there. I think this is probably as good a spot as any. And is there any other colors on this? No other colors. We're stuck with what we got. That's okay, though. I kind of want that. Bale and pallet storage, 750 bales we could fit in there. We made 150, I think, bales, something like that is what we made. Thanks to me putting it into the pond. I couldn't keep the count up, though. Let me just see if I can figure out a spot for this where it fits a little bit better. All right, I think that'll work right there. I kind of regret that, though, in a way. I hate the way it paves everything over top there. I know we talked about paving this at some point, but I wasn't ready to do it yet. And then, like I said, the last thing I want to do up here is maybe just flatten this out a little bit here, and maybe, like I said, put a little bit of a garage up here or someplace to park our vehicle, our own personal vehicle up here. I think I'll just stick it over on this side here. I've got, I think, a few garages that'll fit in there. Yeah, I think we've got a couple of options here. I thought about maybe going with the Hajj style. I think there might be one in here I have that I haven't really used before, and it's fairly straightforward, just a triple car garage. Is there a side door? A side door on the side of it. Perfect. Yeah, this is all I need. And I think the color was right out of the chute there. That dark kind of, that dark red. That looks perfect. Okay, let's just see if I can kind of fit this in. I could put it like right beside, but that's... Do we want it that close? Yeah, maybe. Maybe I do want it that close, you guys. That tree's going to be kind of encroaching. Let's try to avoid that. I don't feel like... I like the tree. I don't want to cut it down. So we'll just kind of move it over there. Slap that into place. And... Yeah. That looks great. Perfect. I like it. I like it a lot. Actually, the only thing I didn't like about this is I had a great view of like that old bridge over there from our front porch before. And now my garage is in the way. Maybe I can still see it from my bedroom window. Whatever. Anyways, it's all good. Let's pave this, get a roadway up here, and see if we can get everything else kind of make it look a little bit better. Guys, as I'm working away on this, usually we do some pretty insane style farm builds, if you've been part of the channel for a while. This feels a little bit tamer than my normal, to be perfectly honest. And at the same token, this might very well be the very last farm build we do in Farm Sim 22. It's possible. I'm not saying it's going to be the only last one, but there's a good chance it could be. Kind of feels strange, to be perfectly honest, to say that. Of course, just a reminder, if you haven't done so already, you're looking to pre-order Farm Sim 25, check out the links down in the description. You can get your pre-order on right now. That'll get you access to the Mac Dawn, the pack that's coming with Farm Sim 25 on pre-order. It's really the only way to the cheapest way to get it for sure. You may be able to probably purchase that once release happens, but for now, that's the only thing we've been told about. So go check out the MacDon pack and get your pre-order on for Farm Sim 25. We're less than a month away at the time of release of this video. Yeah, guys, this feels downright pedestrian in comparison to our normal ones. But you know what? That's all good. It's maybe a little bit more. It's a little more realistic because we're building instead of just giving ourselves a ton of money to start with. But we still have $5.5 million. Like I said, I'm not going to be going crazy on this build. We still need to buy a bunch of new equipment, of course, as well. So that's going to take precedent over anything we're doing with the build, to be perfectly honest. Let's see here if we can switch that side up. I just want to see, how big do we want to go? Is that too big? That feels too big to me. Let's shrink this down a little bit here. We're going to get rid of that and get rid of that. Maybe with that size, maybe. That looks pretty close to kind of the size I want to have up and down this hill. I want it paved. I don't want... Well, is there a rougher gravel? We can do maybe this. Yeah. I want it like a harder gravel going up is kind of it. And since we're building this new, I, of course, want to make it look like we've actually done some work on this. And it just wasn't just a dirt road going up to our house, of course. That is the whole principle there for me. I think we'll need to put some fences and stuff up here as well. Yeah, we'll definitely need to put some more decorations up here to make this look a little bit better. But you know, it's all good. It's all good. Nice quick work of that. And then we need to make this so it goes both, of course, straight because that's the way to town. And then I want this to go back into our farm as well. In fact, we may pave all this right up here. I'm going to pave this right up to this intersection, and then I'll do the rest later back on the other direction. Yeah. That looks good. I've been looking through the fences here for like probably 5 minutes, and I can't find what I'm looking for. You know what? I think I'm actually going to go with like a rustic, like a tree trunk fence. The spruce, I got a couple different ones. We got pine, we got spruce, you got birch. I think I'm going to stay with the spruce. I think this is like, there's a lot of spruce trees out here. Let's go with that. Keep it fairly straightforward. Nothing too crazy, right? Just give it a little bit of definition around this top where our house is up here. Hopefully I can get around the back side up here. Oh, good. I can. How's that looking on this side here? Yeah. This is one thing I've had mixed feelings on. The fences, I love the way we could do fences in Farm Sim 22. I really hope that it gets a bit more of a, I don't even know what I want to say here, like just an upgrade to some degree to Farm Sim 25. I'm really hoping that this gets a little bit more, like there's just not enough bare bones ones. We have some interesting ones. This one looks okay. It's a different one, but there's just, I'm really not happy with some of the fences I have. I wish I had more. All right, and just quickly regrass this stuff in. You know what? We can put a little bit of grass up at the front here. And that's not really a walkway. We'll put grass there too. See, it looks like it's supposed to be like that all the way around this house. Yeah. Perfect. Like I said, I don't think I need any trees because I haven't been really knocking down too many trees recently. Most of the stuff... Oh, why don't we have to put a pathway over here, I think. Just get all this kind of squared away on this side first. Yeah, and we'll make a little bit of a path that goes into our shed, I think, around from the back door there is kind of what I want to do. We'll just make sure we get some grass here. Go back in, go to our paint, and nothing crazy, but just a very simple little walking path that kind of walked around. I wish I can get rid of all that. There we go. Get rid of that. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Like I said, I'm not going too crazy because it's already been all built up here. Maybe if we get a little further. I got to figure out what else I could do right in here. Do I need anything else? I'm thinking maybe slurry. I mean, there's a lot of things we can put decorations down with, but yeah, this feels like such a bare bones farm by comparison to what we usually do. I'm thinking maybe right in this area, could be, you know what it's going to end up being for right now? It's just a parking area for equipment that we can't fit in the main shed. That's really what it's going to be. I'm going to maybe just turn this into a parking area, guys, because it also is going to give us access to all our pallets that are coming through here. That's something that I've been kind of having a bit of a fight with when the bus is there. So if I could just kind of clean this up and, you know what, get rid of all the grass. It's just a parking area now. And we can access it. You know what, maybe we'll put some grass up against the side there. That might work. It's kind of it's kind of a mess in here. We'll just kind of go across the back sides of each one of these. Of course, I've got all my equipment in the way in here. And this will just be a little bit of a parking area for the time being until I figure out exactly what the heck I'm going to do with this area. Yeah. So we don't really need anything else in here yet. I am thinking maybe further down the road, we get some more slurry equipment. I'm kind of curious. The amount of slurry I'm making, I might as well utilize that for more than what we're using it for right now, of course, right? Perfect. All right. Easy enough, you guys. Easy enough. All right. All the equipment's already put away. I can start grabbing bales off this field and see if we can get them all stacked. Look at all the freaking bales we got. Holy. I'm not going to need all these bales for our pigs, are we? No, not a chance. Not a chance. We're going to need this many bales. It is what it is. I'll stack them and see how we make do, though. We'll see how this works out for us. Man, oh man. We are making some good... That's a lot, guys. It's a lot of bales. This is working out pretty well. I mean, look at this. This little storage building. We can just kind of bring our truck in and we'll store our bales in here for the time being and use it for our pig... Our making our... What, manure? Yeah, making our manure. This will work out just fine. I need to build a better road in here, I think, actually. So I can kind of loop around. But you know what? This barn works out perfect for our purposes. Yeah, so not the craziest build we've ever done by any means. We're going to add to this build still. I think, like I said, I want to do some more with slurry. I need to make a road around the side of this. Maybe some decoration as well. But you know what? This farm is actually functional now. It's actually a farm and not just, well, a van down by the river. It is quite funny how much... I actually struggle a lot building with pre-existing buildings. I love building from scratch, guys. What do you guys do? Let me know in the comments how you guys do. Do you like to build from scratch? Do you like to build slowly, one building at a time? Because that's pretty much what we're doing right now. This has been the biggest build, of course. I love the way that house looks up there, and this shop is great. But usually we end up just building while we make enough money to build a ton. We fit everything into this one little shop, and we're going to be upgrading stuff. The Massey's probably going to go park outside because we're going to upgrade that. I need some bigger tractors, some cultivators. I need some big equipment pretty quick here, and we got $5.5 million still, so I spent next to nothing on building this the way we wanted to, and I'm pretty happy with it so far. We're gonna get some pigs going here right away, and well, until then, guys, I'll see you in the next one. This is Klutch in the Isolated Valley. Over and out.